Last week, we dealt with some of the general questions of religious freedom, of separation of religion and state, of the nature of the government without Haredi, etc., in the 2013 Israel Religion and State Index that Hiddush has just published. Today I would like to touch upon an area that I'm sure is of interest to many of our viewers. It has to do with pluralism. It has to do with the non-Orthodox streams. So, much to our surprise, when the question was asked, do you support giving equal status to rabbis of all streams, 2/3 of the adult Jewish population, 67%, responded that yes, equal status should be granted to non-Orthodox rabbis. Only 33% hold that the Orthodox monopoly, that of the chief rabbinate and the rabbinic courts, should be maintained. The question was asked in the following way. The chief rabbinate and the rabbinic courts, which represent the Orthodox stream, are enjoying exclusive authorities in the area of marriage, divorce, and more. Do you think that this is justified, or should equal status be granted to all the streams? Now, among those clear majority that support equal status are 89% of secular Jewish Israelis, 84% of the new immigrants, even 26% of those who define themselves as religious, which is in many instances Orthodox. So we ask the question for the first time this way. What is clear is that the notion of the synagogue I don't go to has to be Orthodox is certainly no longer characterizing where the Israelis are. Similarly, 70% of the adult Jewish population in Israel oppose the continued existence of the chief rabbinate of the country, of the cities, in the manner in which it is operating now. And on the question of marriage and on this question of same-sex marriage, again, 62% support recognition of all forms of marriage in Israel, including Reform, Conservative, and Civil. The percentage has gone up, and 2/3 of the secular Israeli public would prefer for themselves or their children non-Orthodox marriage, whether Reform, Conservative, or Civil. Only 33% of secular Israelis today would prefer to avail themselves or their children of halachic Orthodox marriages. So with that and the fact that 56% support institutionalizing same-sex marriages, I think that this is an area where we can clearly conclude that the public in Israel, the society in Israel, is ready for change. And now that it is ready for change, change must come.